Let's start with the Chinese malware in the U.S. systems.
Totally. So this is another just Times article I read. The Department of Defense, I believe, sent out a notice that Chinese code, like malware code, had gotten into U.S. systems. I have a pathetically little amount of specificity to talk about here. But basically the idea is to slow down the response in the event of an invasion of Taiwan. And the way they're thinking about it is they don't know how much of an effect it might be. It might be a few hours. It might be a day or two, something before the U.S. could get its systems back online. But they're thinking it'll attack power, utilities, basic things to prevent the military from organizing and effectively communicating to our bases in the Pacific so that we could help Taiwan. And they see that any amount of time that they might be able to delay us would be crucial and instrumental for them. So right now, the hunt is on. They're searching through the code, but they haven't found the suspected malware yet.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because they only need to delay us by a couple hours, and then Taiwan's gone.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like I've read reports that they need 72 hours to take Taiwan.
Really?
They need 72 hours.
Wow.
America's first 24 hours is everything.
Mm-hmm.
If they're able to delay that.
Yeah, but it's weird because part of me also thought when I saw this, isn't this too telegraphed? Like, isn't this giving us all the more reason to prepare that much better?
But they didn't know we were going to find this.
Maybe not. Well, I think you're right, but
like they thought this was too risky of a move.
Well, I think perhaps, but there's been other actions telegraphing this. Like I don't know how it had leaked that China might invade Taiwan by 2027. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the opposite, that saying that they'll do it by 2027 actually means they're planning on doing it in 2025.
Right.
So we're still off guard.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like the writing is so on the wall that if we're not at red alert like every day, even now, what are we doing? Well,
I know to talk specifically about Taiwan, they only have 3 months out of the year where it's possible.
Really?
Yeah, because the way that the tides and the currents would be good enough for an amphibious assault onto the island.
Really?
There's only 3 months out of the year. I think it's May, June, and September. Those are the only months where it's possible, due to the tides, for China to launch an amphibious assault on the island.
Wow.
So,
okay,
China is really up against the wall here. It's actually really hard to do an amphibious invasion like that.
Yeah.
And I think we play a lot of video games, and it desensitizes us to like, oh, we're just going to click our boat over there. It's actually like a really difficult thing to organize, an amphibious landing and assault like that.